All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Houston Oilers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They begin with a run by Smith. And from the 15, they're able to work this up to the 20 for a pickup of a handful.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Rock it. Check. Tighten up. Check.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Jones' throw on target to Shepard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
Ready. 10 logo.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Hard.
Kill.
Go out.
You got tight.
You 6'6". Pull it. Cut.
A first down carry for Smith. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Look at me. Go. Fight.
On the ground, this is Smith. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards, good for a Giant first down.
60 Pittsburgh. Check nine. Leo.
On first down, Smith. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Squeeze.
Chkaho3.
Ready.
Now it's Smith running right. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, they run with Howard. There he goes, right side. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jordan Howard, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
Check. Lucky.
80 weapon. Alpha. Ready.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, and they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, it's going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
Throwing, Jones finds his tight end Ingram. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Rock it.
On the delay, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
Double dog. That's the way. Check General West.
Not even a chance to pitch that one as he's swallowed up in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know. Defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Here's Jones from the gun on third down. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it fourth down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over. This
is Mixon on the draw. Sheds a second man.
He's building up some momentum, isn't he?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
59's Mike. 59's Mike. Check. 59. We own them. You're out. Check 3. Switch it.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to fire one deep left side. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That one goes for 36 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Let's bring it. Hey, alert 3. Topper. 97's the mic. Hey, man. Watch the boot. 97's the mic. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Hatchet. 49. Check 49. Gone. Sure. Ready.
Now Joe Mixon. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. From the gun to give to Mixon. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They'll look to throw. And he gets it to Funchess complete. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0, our score. reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll look to throw, and nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Joe Mixon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as they are now on the board here in the first half. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Now Jones. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down.
Here we go, set. 18 Gators. Come on, boy. You got me right. Delta. Don't be scared of it. Get it.
Jones now throwing on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Jones back to the air on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. You're down 3 under a minute to go. How aggressive are you going to be in this spot?
Not as aggressive as I probably would want to be. Only down 3. I mean, it might as well be even going into the half. That's not a deficit that makes me want to push it and potentially make a mistake in this situation and cost myself even more points.
But, boy, getting into field goal range and tying it, that's tempting.
Awfully enticing. You almost talked me into it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check, 56.
So we got me. Ready, go.
They'll set up to throw. Gonna throw right side here, complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now back to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. 2nd and 2. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
There. 60, orange.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Nice play, baby.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good, and that will knock things up here late in the first half. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot down. Nope. Guarantee the head coach is like, don't get crazy. Take the knee. Let's get out of here. Tie game. We'll just start all over.
So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
Mike 22's coming. 22's coming. Mike.
Go, ready, go.
They'll look to throw here. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
You see me?
These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker, right?
It really is, because they're hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
And on now is the punter, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Returning is Peppers. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
They're on 48-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie.
Set, ready? 10-2, stop.
Throwing on 1st down. Jones. They'll set up the screen to Smith. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on 1st down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
But it's 3rd down.
Ready up.
50, Mike 50. Take me up. Here we go.
Switch. Leo. We got double up.
Staying on the ground. This time it's Smith. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Let's go, boys. Bring it.
Well, as we've learned over the years, just because a guy plays left tackle doesn't mean he doesn't have run-blocking abilities, and we just saw it there. Controlled the line of scrimmage, created a big gain.
That's kind of a bonus. He's there to protect that high value that you have back under center, but he creates space in the run game.
Yeah, not only can he dance, he can mash, too.
They'll run on 1st down. Howard. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 20-yard line.
Break.
Mike's 50.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Press down.
Clear.
On 2nd and 12, Jones. And it'll be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
At the 18-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Check, 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 check.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
6 guys. Check. Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. 97's the mic. 97's the mic. Yeah. Go.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
Come on, QB, come on.
2nd and 15. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They run for it with Mixon. And some room to work. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A defensive breakdown allows a pickup of 16 on 4th down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
He's coming. Double up.
On first down, Swift down to the 25. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
56 to Mike, boys. 56.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 25 yards for the touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll try the right side here with Smith. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run with Smith. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Rock it.
Check three.
Ready?
This is Howard on 2nd down. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? You just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
On 1st and 10, Jones. They'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Hey, lock it.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Howard, and he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 2nd down, it's Smith. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Again, it's Smith. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. 3rd down turns to 1st with that 5-yard pickup.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll look to throw. Looking for the end zone. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. They took their shot for the end zone, almost cost them.
And he made the right play there, knocking it away. But, boy, it looked like he had a chance to come down with the football. And if he does that, this thing is over. Instead, he leaves them out there with another chance.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. That's caught by Howard. Give him 2 yards on that play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. He's back to throw. And that'll that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone, and especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
Going for it all. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be taken at the 13. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before we hit 000. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at from the defense's perspective here. We know what they're going to do on offense. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there to defend that. But also, you can't allow the quarterback as much time as he wants to set up and throw it. Maybe you bring a little extra pressure to make sure he gets rid of it quicker.
A little bit of a cat and mouse game. We'll see if they bring that pressure. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the home team here, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Giants, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our